Hey everyone, how is it going? I'm just here enjoying my donut. Oh yes, we're doing Homer Simpson. Yes, H is for Homer. One of the designs for the new series. We're going through the entire alphabet in a random order, not A to Z, but we'll hit every letter if we can. So yeah, this is my donut made for the cosplay photo shoot. I figured Homer needed a prop, and what better prop than a donut? Yep, it's made out of foam, covered with wood glue. The top is craft foam, and it's got little craft foam for the sprinkles, and it's been painted, so it's a fairly solid donut now with the wood glue layer. But this started out as a upholstery foam and wanted just sort of a awkward sized large jumbo donut for Homer. So I had a handful of choices for the letter H. There was obviously Homer Simpson. He was my top pick. There was the Hulk. Yes, the Incredible Hulk from the Marvel Universe. Since I do a lot of clowning, I was thinking possibility of a hobo as a generic character instead of a named character. And one of the characters I was interested in giving a try was Hyde Holt. He is one of the characters from Monster High. He has blue skin and flaming red hair. And I guess he is the son of Dr. Jekyll, so he has a Jekyll and a Hyde version of his character. So The Simpsons is a TV series that has been on TV for a long time. It's been on since I was in grade school. I guess, well, to be honest, it didn't start out as its own series. It started out as short cartoons that ran on the Tracey Ullman Show. So yeah, in April of 1987 was when the series had its debut. So I guess about the time I was starting in high school, it was on TV. On the Tracey Ullman Show, and then 2 years later, in December of 1989, it became its own show with a full half an hour dedicated just to it, not just a bunch of shorts. So, at this point in time, Simpson is the longest running American animated series. It is the longest running American sitcom. And it is the longest running scripted primetime television series. So that is a lot of longest for the show. But honestly, I grew up with The Simpsons of the 90s. That's when I watched it the most. I haven't watched a full episode of The Simpsons in a few years. So I really don't know where the story is today. And how, if anything, things have changed for the show compared to when I was watching it on a weekly basis. In the 90s, when I was in college, it was like a must-watch. We had a TV room on our floor, and people would gather around to watch The Simpsons. We'd also watch Star Trek and a few other shows each week, but Simpsons was a Sunday night staple when I was in college. And yeah, I got too busy, had other interests after college, so I stopped watching it. So I was looking up some information about the Simpsons series and its creation. And if you've watched The Simpsons, you know they're set in Springfield. Well, that is a generic city that there are supposedly 29 Springfields in the United States. So it could be in a variety of states. You never find out from the show what state they live in. They're just in Springfield. And apparently it is modeled a little bit after Springfield, Oregon. And it was which was the fictitious Springfield setting for the series Father Knows Best. And it's also, Oregon is the state that the creator of The Simpsons grew up in. So it would only be appropriate if he had a little bit more of his home state in The Simpsons. But apparently, for the show, it has mountains, it has lakes, it has deserts, it has oceans, just all types of variety. When it comes to the episodes are in around the town, not too far away, so it could be just about anywhere. And people could sort of think of it as, well, there's a Simpsons down the road, or a Springfield down the road, which Virginia has its Springfield, Virginia, and it's a suburb of DC. I don't think the Simpsons live anywhere too close to Washington, DC, so we could probably rule out Springfield, Virginia as the location for the show. But yeah, maybe there was an episode where they had to be close to Washington, D.C. So there are 6 main people who are involved in voicing the characters on The Simpsons, and when the show started, they were just given credit as being part of the show. They actually tried to hide from people figuring out who was doing which voice, to keep letting the actors be a little bit more anonymous. So they were just given sort of credit at the end of the show as these people are involved in providing voices. Although people now know whose voice is doing each character, but originally they weren't. Apparently my arms aren't both the same length. I might fix that when I get the pictures. Yeah, almost done with him. We gotta give him some eyes and a mouth. So yeah, I showed the donut at the beginning. It was a challenge to sort of figure out the best way to make the donut and then the best way to make some sprinkles for the donut. I didn't have a lot of time available for making the sprinkles, so I just cut little pieces of foam and glued them on. Well, I had seen someone had suggested that you take your polymer clay and you roll it into like pasta noodles real thin and do it that way and just sort of chop them up into pieces. I just didn't have time for all that work, so yeah, this was my donut, and the 3 colors of that I had handy of just scraps of foam were the green, red, and purple. I guess green, red, purple, and orange. So those are the colors that became the sprinkles. It was just sort of, what do I have handy lying around? I didn't want to use a full sheet of foam for something as simple as donut sprinkles. So I served the purpose. So here is our Homer balloon. And yep, that was our Homer cosplay. This was for a photo shoot we did in Alexandria, Virginia this morning. It was a very bright and sunny day. The sun was right over the horizon. We were there at 8 a.m. Bright and early, so it was a challenge with the bright light. And my eyes were watering a lot, so I had rubbed off some of the white around the eyes, so you had to redo the makeup a bit, but yep, that is what we have for today. So until next time, see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Thanks for watching.